He's so mad at me. I'm coming to you live straight after work. I will probably regret starting this video off looking like this. I wanted to quickly do an intro for this video. I'm so excited because I actually am being creative and coming up with a video idea myself, because usually I do the standard, okay? And I just do what other people do. And I feel like it's a good recipe, and I've been really wanting to come up with my own idea for a video, and I finally came up with one. So as we know, it's getting hot out and I've been by the pool a lot, and I've noticed that everyone is reading. Like, it's impressive. Almost everyone is reading a physical book when I'm laying by the pool, and I'm nosy and I always want to see what other people are reading. And it's hard to like tell though, like covers, usually people are pretty far away, so I can't always see what people are reading. But I saw what someone was reading one day and I got really curious, and so I looked it up and I was like, why don't I just order some books that people are reading by the pool and read them and see what I think. And the side eye. Okay, anyways, this time I got 3. I wanted to start out small, see if I like this idea and if it's worth it, and if you guys enjoy it, then I will keep doing it, because literally so many people are reading and I've already seen so many other books. But I'm gonna start with the 3 that I ordered, and I was kind of on the fence of making this video, and then I was by the pool last weekend, kind of drunk, I'm not gonna lie, and I saw a book someone was reading and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna order them. So I just got on thriftbooks.com and ordered 3 books. The first one is the one that like started this idea. I saw a girl reading this book and then I looked it up on Goodreads and it had horrible reviews. This has like a 2-star rating. It's Hot in Hamptons by Holly Peterson. This is totally something I would never read. It's not for me, and the ratings are really horrible, but I think that's fun. That's like the point of this video, is to read books that I normally wouldn't read. But I got this from Thrift Books and it was like $6 or $7, and it came in the mail and there's literally like a 99-cent sticker on it. So I'm like, I honestly have no idea what it's about. I think it's like about a socialite in the Hamptons or something, but it's like over 300 pages. So I might read this one last because I'm really not looking forward to it, but I got this one. Some girlie was reading it by the pool and I was like, you know what? It looks like a good summer read at least. So we're gonna give it a try. This may be like the first book that I ever DNF. We'll see. I saw someone reading Milk and Honey, which I'm kind of excited about because I have been wanting to buy this book for a while and just haven't. I have The Sun and Her Flowers, I think it's right there, by the same author, and I've just never read it. Poetry, I'm not big on poetry, but I saw some girl reading this and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to read it too, and this gives me a reason, an excuse to buy it, so I did. But it's just a poetry book and it's really, really popular. And honestly, I knew it would be like a short, quick read. So that's why I got it, because I wanted these books to be kind of short and quick, and just to see if I like this idea or not. So I'm actually really excited for this one. And then the last one I saw is what made me like be like, okay, I'm doing this video. I saw someone reading No Longer Human. That text, that font, I have no idea. This is a lot smaller than I thought it was. Oh, and the text is really weird. Oh, this is only like 160 pages, but yeah, I think it's like about depression maybe. This guy that like doesn't think he's human anymore. No, but yeah, those are the 3 books that I'm gonna be reading in this vlog. This vlog may take a while. I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to get to all 3 of these and give you my thoughts on them, but I just wanted to do a quick intro and introduce this idea. They're all very different. I'm really excited, and I want to see what the people in my apartment complex are reading because I think it's fun. And yeah, every time I also read by the pool, I'm always like, are people judging me for what I'm reading? Like, anyways, I thought it was a fun idea and I can't wait to get started. I think I'm gonna start with No Longer Human. After I finish the book I'm currently reading, I think I'm gonna start on this one, and then probably the poetry book, and then probably this. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys when I start No Longer Human. So it's been, sorry, I have a cough drop in. It's been like a week since I filmed that intro clip, and I read a couple more books to finish out May, and it's now June 1st, so I'm gonna start No Longer Human. I'm just sitting outside at my mom's house, and it's so nice out, and I'm just gonna give this a go, see how it reads, and I will check in with you after I've read a little bit. Hello friends. I'm currently reading No Longer Human. It's kind of taking me a little while. I just am not really in the mood to read lately. And this book is kind of a lot. I am almost halfway done. I'm on page 78. And I just feel a little bit too dumb to read this book. I feel a little bit too... I've been out of school a little bit too long to be reading something like this. I had no idea that it was gonna be so dense and so deep. And so this was also written in like the 1950s. I didn't know. I haven't read a book this old in so long. But apparently the author lived a very similar life to the main character that he's talking about. So some people speculate that it's actually kind of like an autobiography. And he's going through it. He just doesn't understand life and his purpose in human beings. And it's really dark so far. And like I said, there's not much of a plot. It's just him kind of talking about his life and his feelings, and doesn't feel like a human being. So that's where I'm at. Sorry if you can hear my dog playing with a tennis ball on the floor. But I don't know how I feel about this book. I'm gonna keep reading it, see how I feel. I would love to finish it tonight, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I just started The Crown on Netflix, and I kind of can't stop watching it. So this book or The Crown? Which one am I gonna choose tonight? Probably The Crown. But yeah, I'll probably check in with you guys when I finish this book. But I feel like the girl reading this at the pool, I feel like this has to be for some sort of class. Like, it's just too intellectual to read for fun. But maybe people like that, but I don't. But I feel like this has to be for a class, or else like I have a lot of respect for that girlie reading this, because this is a lot. Especially by the pool. Like, by the pool, I would not want to read something like this. I will talk to you guys later. Hey guys, this angle is actually horrendous. It's windy outside. My dog hates the wind. I wanted to snuggle with him, but now he's not snuggling, and now I just look like a crazy person. So, hello. I finished No Longer Human by Osamu Dazai. Going into this video, I just expected like really light reads, like summertime by the pool, you know, fun. I did not sign up for the emotional toll that this book gave me. So I didn't rate it because I don't know how I would rate such a book. If you've read it, you may know what I'm talking about. Also, if you've read this, you probably watched the beginning of this video and were like, oh god, like she doesn't know what's coming for her. So anyways, this was written in like 1930s, 40s. And it's basically like an autobiography. Like, it's basically Dazai talking about his life. He is one of Japan's most famous authors. This is like a new classic in Japan, and I've never heard of it, so that's cool. It's about this boy that we follow from a young age in boyhood up until like his late 20s, and he just grows up feeling like really alienated and really just not human. And he kind of gets through life by like clowning around and like having people laugh at him, and that's kind of how he goes through life. And he just doesn't get how humans can just go along being humans. Like, he doesn't get it. He goes off to college. He comes from like a wealthy family. He goes off to college and he falls into like drinking and drugs and prostitutes, and he's just really depressed. And trigger warning, thinks about suicide a lot, wants to commit suicide a lot, and tries. And it's really dark. And he's like really horrible to women. It reminded me sometimes of My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Tessa Moshfegh, which I really didn't like, but it had that kind of same like just not feeling human anymore and just wanting to escape and just get out of being human. Anyways, I looked up the author, and turns out that he committed suicide when he was 38, and he did it in a way that was described in the book. So many parts of this author's life he put in this book, so I think it's really like an autobiography, but I guess some things are fictional. But he was just a very mentally ill man, and I think got all of his emotions out in this book, and it's really tragic and really sad, and I was not expecting this turn of events, but here we are. It was, I don't know, it just felt like I shouldn't be reading it. It felt like so personal and like his own personal diary, and I shouldn't have been allowed to read it. I don't know, you have to be like kind of in a better mental state to read this, but for some reason like I couldn't stop reading it. So here we are. It is a really short book, and not much happens plot-wise. It's just him. It's kind of like this person finds these 3 notebooks, and in those 3 notebooks we see the main character do like a point of view he just talks about his life growing up and how he doesn't understand being human. That was this book. Like I said, I'm not gonna rate it because I just, like, how do you rate something like this? But you know, I'm kind of glad I picked it up. Super random, but I definitely want to read something more lighthearted, which is great because the next two are, I think, gonna be a little bit brighter than this one, hopefully. So we're gonna move on. I don't know when I'm gonna pick up the next one or which one it's gonna be, but I will check in with you guys when I do. This vlog is just me finding the most random angles to film at. So, surprise! I just read Milk and Honey, the book of poetry that is so hyped up that I saw a girly reading by the pool. And yeah, I wasn't planning on reading it all, but it took me like 30 minutes. I was gonna split it up, but I don't know, I was sitting here peacefully and just kind of read the whole thing. And it was exactly what I thought it was gonna be. You know, I think I'm a little bit too old for it. I think it's like kind of angsty. Like, it's good for what it is. You know, I think if you're in high school or like early college or just trying to find yourself and navigate through love, I think it's great. I think there are some really good poems in here, but I also think it can at times be like a little bit angsty and a little bit cheesy, cringy. Some of them I was like, reminds me of like Gabby Hanna's poetry. Just a few. This is way better than that, I promise. I did like a lot of them. I dog-eared, which I know makes people cringe, but I dog-eared the ones that I liked, which is maybe like 10, so not bad. I think it was really nice. I don't know how to judge poetry, but it's split into like 4 parts: the hurting, the loving, the breaking, and the healing. So we go through like the hurting, growing up, the loving, finding love, and then breaking up, and then healing from that love. And it's kind of like a first love kind of thing. It's very about like femininity and sexuality and growing up and self-love. It was cute. I enjoyed reading it. That's my second one for this video. Let me know how this is going. I don't know, this is like the most random thing I've ever made in my life. Who told me this was gonna be a good idea? Myself. I have one more. I'm going on a trip this weekend, like flying to Michigan, so I don't think I'm gonna bring that one on the plane. I feel like people are gonna judge me, and I just wanna read a book that I wanna read on the plane, so I'm not gonna bring It's Hot in the Hamptons. I'm so sorry. So I'll probably read that sometime next week and hopefully get this video up in the next couple weeks and see what you guys think about it. But not bad. Not a bad recommendation from the girly by the pool reading this. I don't think I would bring this to read by the pool either. 0 out of 2 for pool readability to me. That's it for my second one. Also not gonna rate this because rating poetry is very odd to me. Same with like short story collections, because some of them I love and some of them I hate. So how am I gonna rate it? I will hopefully see you guys soon. Wish me luck reading this next one, y'all. I need all the prayers, all the power, because I feel like this one is gonna be pretty bad. Hello. Has it been like a month since I've filmed the first part of this video you just watched? Yes. It has been a hot dang minute because what is happening? First of all, this last book took me so long to read, and what would happen was I would come home from work exhausted, pick up this book for a good 15 minutes, and then I would fall asleep. And I did that for like 2 weeks. Sorry, I'm really fidgeting with this. So it took me a really long time to read, and I was so exhausted when I was reading it that I didn't pick up a vlog. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my feelings about our last book of this video. Also, I worked from 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. today, fell asleep by the pool for 2 hours, and now we're here. So I'm feeling so out of it. Like, I don't know what day or what time it is, but here we are. It's Hot in the Hamptons. I gave this a good 2 stars. So here's what happened. So this book started out really slow, really horrible, and I almost stopped reading it like 50 pages in. I was like, this is really dumb and not worth it, and like, I don't care. That was a rough beginning. Also, I just reorganized this and it looks so good. Okay, so, and then it got like a little bit okay, and I was like, am I gonna end up liking this book? Turns out no. The ending was just horrid. Basically, you're following Caroline. She's like 40, she has a couple kids, husband, from the city, or lives in the city, but she's from the Hamptons, and so they go back every summer, and this is the summer where her bestie is like, let's cheat on our husbands this summer. And she's like, okay, because they both cheat on them, so that makes it okay. So this was gonna be like their summer fling. They're gonna find some men to play around with for the summer. Right, which, like, I don't like reading about that. Like, that's just not my thing. I don't like reading about it. So already I was like, okay, gross. And then you throw in the fling that she finds, and then you throw in like a dead boyfriend. Spoiler, he's not dead, sorry. He comes back, and then there's like a drug smuggling ring. Y'all, the amount of random crap that happens in this book is insane. And it's just not interesting. It's all over the place. It was not good. I don't think it deserved a 1 star. Like I said, maybe about 100 pages in, I was like, okay, this might be kind of good, but then it totally lost me. Like the ending with like a drug bust, where I thought this book was going. So anyways, that rounds out this video and the 3 books that I read for it. I don't know if I'll be doing this again. I don't think I had the best luck. Actually, the first 2 were fine. This one, I mean, it was honestly kind of fun though. I don't know. It was like a good summer dumb kind of read. Like, I think if you really want to lose some brain cells, you should read it, but other than that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. I definitely want to do more like spread out reading vlogs and hopefully get them up faster than I got this one up, because I literally started this video like a month ago and it just got away from me. So anyways, that's all I have to say. Definitely gonna be giving this book away because I did not enjoy it that much, but it is kind of fun. I don't know, sue me. I kind of had a little bit of fun at some points. I hope you guys are doing well. Sorry the ending maybe felt a little bit rushed and I didn't really get any content of me reading this book, but it would have been really boring and really sad and just me trudging along, absolutely trudging. So I hope you guys enjoyed, hope you had fun with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!